Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. I'm going to digiday.com. So Zuckerberg, he says he's losing hope, and Facebook's telling publishers big change is coming to the news feed. That's right, folks. Big change is coming. It's time to pull out the stops of censorship because it is going full tilt. It says the end is nigh. Facebook is planning a major change to its news feed starting as early as next week that will decisively favor user content and effectively deprioritize publisher content, according to 3 publishers that have been briefed by the platform ahead of the move. Now, those that have been briefed say that under the new test, Facebook told them it will favor content that's shared by users or otherwise actively engaged with. The thinking goes, according to those briefed, that Facebook believes prioritizing content that's acted on will reduce the occurrences of fake and offensive content in the news feed. Let me rephrase that for people just so we don't use the term fake and offensive content. It's any content that Facebook says it doesn't like. That's what that is. It has nothing to do with fake or offensive. It has everything to do with anything that Facebook doesn't like or perhaps runs counter to narratives and worldviews. Publishers still have many questions about the impending newsfeed change. Facebook told them that content from reputable publishers will also be surfaced. It didn't specify how it would define reputable publisher, and they never do, folks. By the way, it's the same thing as epidemic. They never define what epidemic is, but there are plenty of things that are epidemic that are really epidemic, and then there are things that are not epidemic that are certainly not epidemic, but they call it epidemic. And the same thing here for fake news and reputable publishers. It's all ad hoc. There's no definitions, no clearly defined lines that basically demarcate exactly where fake news is versus real news, which for you and me, it's pretty easy, you know. But for people like Facebook who have dual interests, let's just say, when it comes to certain things, it really gets kind of murky. And then they have to, you know, kind of talk through their ass to try and explain it away, which they can't do. This is why Facebook's going to end in epic failure, folks. Just so you know, this is the beginning of the end for them. I guarantee you they've had their heyday. They have hit their apex. They are going down, and they're going down hard. Just watch. A Facebook rep wouldn't confirm or deny these changes on the record, but later addressed the plan in a blog post to the New York Times. Facebook, it says, has been taking steps in the direction for some time, making tweaks to amplify user contents, while weeding out spam and clickbait. Publishers who have been briefed by Facebook believe this latest move would cause a more dramatic decline in publishers' ability to reach audiences in the news feed. It's been quite some time, folks, since publishers have been able to reach anybody in the news feed. They don't do it anymore. The algorithm snuffs it out. It's the same thing that happens in YouTube. It's the same thing that happens on Twitter. You just had James O'Keefe expose Twitter. And of course, it's nothing that we didn't know was going on. But at least, you know, you got somebody on camera caught red-handed bragging about the fact that they censor and delete tweets that run counter to official narratives. I mean, it's just black and white. There you go. Now, it says as Facebook sends them less traffic, publishers have been diversifying away from Facebook and fishing for traffic on other platforms such as Google, Apple News, and Twitter. Another downgrade in the news feed is likely to accelerate publishers' shift in resources away from Facebook. Even some of Facebook's strongest publisher boosters express mounting frustration. They say, we're losing hope. Now, last year, Facebook tested a newsless news feed called the Explore feed in 6 countries outside of the U.S., causing publishers to freak out and spurring speculation that Facebook would replicate that approach in the U.S., despite Facebook saying it didn't expect to roll out the test further. Founder Mark Zuckerberg has publicly acknowledged problems wrought by the technology, including misuse and abuse of the platform, which has amplified the spread of hate-filled content and misinformation and has been used to attempt to influence voters in the presidential election. Oh, God forbid that people actually feel energized about something and want to spread that energy. You know, God forbid people want to actually go out there and network and then utilize these platforms that used to be great tools for that are now just a shell of what they used to be. And folks, I mean, this has been coming for quite some time. Facebook is going down and Twitter's not far behind. And you watch. I don't know how long it's going to be, whether it be 1 year, 5 years, I don't know. But they, my friends, have certainly hit their apex, and now they're rolling down the mountain. It's like an avalanche they're trying to ride down. The question is, are you going to continue to support it and use it in a way that profits Facebook? And to me, the answer is no. I certainly don't do anything that would even remotely profit Facebook. Just because I don't like Mark Zuckerberg. I don't like what he stands for. And I certainly don't like human beings that A, think they know what's best for us, and B, try to, in some way, shape, or form, circumvent free will, which ends badly every time they try. Every time control freaks try to circumvent free will, it burns them every time. You know, it kind of runs akin to the fact that human beings repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Well, not only does most of humanity do it, but also the control freaks do it. And this is a great example of it. You know, well, I know what's best for you, so I'm going to control what information is out there so that you don't get exposed to hate-filled content and misinformation. Oh, and God forbid that you attempt to influence voters. Not on my site. It's going to end in epic failure. So I, my friends, am getting ready. I'm getting ready for that day, and it's coming soon, when Facebook announces it's closing its doors. And I will rejoice wholeheartedly when that day comes. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. # Wake the Flock Up. Have a great day, everybody.